The test match series is over. I'm sure you all are still buzzing from the spectacular victory there at the Gabba. Great performance by Shamar Joseph. But we must move on, and we must move on to the ODI and the first of three ODIs at the Melbourne Cricket Ground. We start in Australia. I'm looking forward to this match. We're going to see what is an Australia team that doesn't look the way you expect it to look, especially in the bowling department. But Australia is always strong. They are at this stage giving the likes of Xavier Bartlett and Lance Morris ODI debut, and that should be interesting because those guys are a lot of talk around them, a lot of talk about their ability, and I think Australia here is looking forward to setting up what would be something in the future. For the West Indies, we also have a bunch of youngsters on display. Obviously, the most experienced guy, the one of the best batsmen in the world when it comes to ODI cricket, leads the team in the likes of Shai Hope. But the lineup for the West Indies is Graves, Alec Athanaze. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he might be able to do. Casey Carty, another talented individual. Hope, Hodge, Roston Chase, the veteran, gets into the ODI team. Ramari Shepherd, good to see him back after not featuring in the latter stages of the T20 in the Caribbean, just concluded last year in the Caribbean. Matthew Ford, a lot of hopes for him. Hayden Walsh gets a start as well, been around the system for a while. Gudakesh Moti, having not played in the second test match, is back. We expect to see him obviously also in the T20 format. I know Shane Thomas, a kid that a lot of promise, lots of promise, haven't delivered the way we expect, but what we saw in that performance some years ago when he tore apart Pakistan gives you hope, and let's hope that the West Indies can nurture him, and we'll see what will happen from there. And obviously, I'll give you quickly the lineup before I thank you everybody for joining me tonight. The lineup for the Aussies, I got to give you that lineup, and I see some people on the live already. Good evening, Imran. I know you always are on the ball. The Australians are going with Travis Head, who we know is fantastic. Didn't perform as well as he would have wanted in the Test match, but World Cup winning performance. Inglis is there too, keeps the wicket. Cam Green, Smith captains in the absence of Pat Cummins, who's been rested. Marnus Labuschagne there, so lots of experience there as well. You bring in the likes of Short, Hardy, Abbott, Bartlett, Morris, and Zampa, which it's definitely not the strongest Australia team you can find, but you still expect them to do a job. The thing about when you have a lot of talent, and they do, are waiting in the wings, is that the players have to improve their quality and they wait for their opportunity. And this is an opportunity for many of these guys to come in. I would also say it's the same for some of these West Indians in what can be classified as somewhat of a rebuilding of the team. There's the likes of a couple good names that's not there for sure. So you look for what will come for the next World Cup. Obviously, West Indies need to qualify for that. That's a challenge that you hope would not have been a challenge, but you have to take the rebuild of this one day seriously. And Shai Hope, captain Darren Sammy as the coach, you hope that this will spur things into action. So I'm looking forward to what will happen here. I think the Aussies won the toss, they chose the field, and so it should be an interesting performance. Let me get a couple of your comments here before we go on. So welcome back to the channel, Imran. Thank you everybody for joining. It's really a pleasure to have you. And if you've been joining me these past few weeks as we discuss cricket, lovely cricket, I really appreciate it. And we'll be coming back as often as we can, and And yeah, looking forward to spending a little watch along with you. It's always good to watch along with people. So let's see what Imran is saying. Why is Justin opening? It's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I haven't seen any of the explanations yet. I don't know if you're seeing it on your end in the Caribbean. I'm watching it on stream here in Willow, and they actually haven't even started to show what's going on. They keep telling me live broadcasts of the match will resume shortly. So it makes me even wonder if what's going on. I'm going to even come out and come back in because I really want to make sure that I'm getting the cricket the way I want it. Let's see. Good to see you again, Sherwin. How are you doing? West Indies should have added Kevin Sinclair, Shamar Joseph, Sunil Ambers to this team. Ambers, interesting. I haven't thought about Sunil in a while. I mean, it's interesting. In and out. Shamar Joseph obviously has that toe injury. I don't know what the state of the toe injury is. I haven't seen any recent updates. The word is that he's probably already back in Guyana, and I hope that he's getting some rest. What I wouldn't push him in the team right away if he's not healthy. The guy delivered a yeoman's effort to win us the test match at the Gabba, so we have to wait and see. It's a good question. The Kevin Sinclair argument is also interesting too. I could see that, but there's some thinking behind some of the decisions that they're doing that we often don't really know. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, that is a good point. You could have done that as well, but yeah, we don't know. I wonder what the quality of the pitches. I'm seeing like Michael Vaughan out there. Looks like the great Brian Charles Lara. It looks good from my vantage point. I'm not sure if I'm seeing any grass in it, but they're not giving me a full zoom in there. I think that's also, yeah. There's not a lot of people in Melbourne at the moment, though. Yeah, at least it doesn't look that way. I don't know what time they actually recorded this, but hopefully the crowd comes out. It should be an exciting one-day match. It's not the traditional names for Australia, but they have their perennial talents. They got some guys coming out of the Big Bash and their domestic cricket that should perform creditably well. I'm looking forward to see what West Indies can do. Yeah. So let me again look through the West Indies lineup. I mentioned the Australia team here, but the West Indies or put into bat, and Justin Graves. You have Alec Athenaeus, Casey Carty, Shai Hope. Wonderful batsman there. My position on that. Shai Hope should be playing Test cricket too, but let's stick to what we're here to watch tonight. Hodge, coming off of his great innings there in the Test match. Ruston Chase, the veteran, didn't think that Ruston Chase would be the player to stick around in an ODI, but of recent years we've seen the evolution of a Ruston Chase, even playing fairly decent T20 cricket. So I'm not 100% surprised, but I would all the time I used to think that Ruston Chase would be a player more suited for the longer version of the game. Romario Shepherd, good to have him back. I think he's a really interesting batsman and bowler, obviously batsman. He can get you some runs if you need to. Suffering from somewhat of a slight niggle. I saw him walking around, as I mentioned before, with Shane Thomas when I was in Trinidad, just to watch the T20s, and he was indicating that he's okay, but it's more. It seemed as if it's more precautionary. Matthew Ford, I have high hopes for him. A lot of people in the Caribbean have high hopes for him. Hopefully, we'll see what he'll be able to do. Hayden Walsh, Gudakesh Moti, and O'Shane Thomas. So that's the lineup of the West Indies team. And again, I can give you the lineup for Australia head. Obviously, no David Warner. Inglis, Cameron Green, Steve Smith, Marnus Labuschagne, Matthew Short, Aaron Hardy, Sean Abbott, Xavier Bartlett, Lance Morris, and Adam Zampa. So that's not a terrible team. Some inexperienced players there, a couple players getting their ODI caps, but should be an interesting match here. I'm looking forward to it. Let me get back to some of your comments if I'm missing. Thank you everybody for joining. I think I may have missed a couple comments here. I think, what is this? Sinilanos could have, yeah, I got that one before. The two Dominicans should have opened the batting. Probably. I don't know what I actually don't know what the reasoning behind this is. Clearly, it's a mismatch in terms of not having your regular guys. There's no Brandon King around either, so there was some kind of thought that maybe Shai Hope could go back up top, but he's not been playing as an opener for a good while now. So we'll see. Are you concerned about it, Imran? In the sense that, do you think it's going to be a hindrance to the West Indies team? Are you thinking what's your gripe around it? Is it more exposing the wrong players up front? Yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know how you think. We're running a poll also to see your thoughts on on the West Indies team. So far, 69% of you really think that the West Indies can pull this off. I'm not quite sure. I mean, I think we'll have to see. What I want to see is competitive cricket. I want to come off of this high of what happened in the Test match. I would like to say that I hope that the players get motivation from the performance there at the Gabba. Look at that. It serves as an inspiration. Make sure they step up their level another 2 or 3 notches and compete as hard as you can. I think with this Australia team, if you compete, you might be able to do something here, right? It's not, the bowling doesn't scare you in particular. So yeah, let's look forward to competing well. What is Imran saying? Hope said he will not open the batting again. Yeah, that's true. I remember him saying that. I just know that there's speculation and people talking about like what should happen or so. And there are some people thinking that maybe since there's no regular opener here, we could switch around things. But I'm happy that he's not opening. I don't think that's the purpose of Shai Hope in a team like this. And I think it's important for him to just play his game. I mean, we've been using him for a good while now, and I think he's important to the. I mean, he's just been a phenomenal ODI cricketer in the last how many years, and I think his leadership is important for this team. I think he can be able to lead a team for another how many years, right? He's just around 30 years of age. He's going to be 31 later this year, I think, and so Shai Hope is a wonderful cricketer. And I think he's the right man to lead the West Indies at this moment. And you got to get leadership in terms of people who are coming into the team. And I'm also hoping that we'll see players that can step up. I mean, I really want to see what Alec Athanaze can do. We all know that Athanaze in particular is an extremely talented player. I'm not particularly worried that he didn't get off to the kind of runs in the Test match yet. I think he has to work his way through that. And it's a difficult bowling lineup he faced in the Test match. All of the guys did, and hopefully he can transition and become an important player as well. I see the teams are walking onto the onto the ground. It's good to see a bunch of them, and let's see what happens. I mean, I'm really excited. I think they're going to go through the customary national anthems of the West Indies. Yeah. But this should be a good game. I mean, crowds are coming in. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is it a day and night game there? So it should be, people should be coming in a little bit late. Thanks, everybody. Good evening. Good evening, Jeff. Hopefully excited for some of the cricket here. It's good to have you guys on as we watch along some of this, and hopefully it's exciting. I expect it to be exciting. I'm not quite sure what the wicket will do. Yeah. Hopefully the wicket cooperates. You get some good, some good runs, some good competition between bat and ball. That's all you have to do. Mindset, good to see you. I'm hopeful, but Australia is still Australia. To win, it will take a monumental effort. I don't disagree with that. I think Australia doesn't put out teams to lose. We know this. And they certainly don't want to be embarrassed at home. And I don't think anything that happened in the test matches are bearing on what will happen here in terms of their mind and how they're thinking about it. It's an empty ground, to be honest with you. And everybody knows that the Melbourne Cricket Ground is a huge stadium. It's one of the meccas of world cricket. Doesn't seem to have anybody in it at the moment. It looks really empty. I can't remember what is the exact. I'll ask my producers to check again the capacity of the Melbourne Cricket Ground. But it doesn't seem like a lot of people there, which I'm somewhat surprised. I mean, you're still seeing the likes of. I mean, today's what? Yeah, it's Friday, right? I mean, I guess they may be coming in later or something like that in Australia. But you would still expect to see a lot more people in the ground here. I'm a little bit shocked about this. It's not. I mean, there's Steve Smith out there. There's Marnus Labuschagne. There is, yeah, okay, yeah. It's 100,000 people in the Melbourne Cricket Ground, so it's not particularly small. And yeah, I do hope that people show up. I guess 20,000 people in a cricket stadium like that would still look really small, but it's one of the great places to play cricket. And let's see what happens. Yeah, but like you, mindset, I agree. It's not going to be easy. I don't expect West Indies to win anything. I want them to win. You know, there's a difference between heart and also the difference between thinking about reality. Oh, it's a beautiful backdrop here of Melbourne itself. It's fantastic, fantastic city. Let's see. Imran is saying, I think the best opener for West Indies right now I guess you're saying is Alec Athanaze. He will be an all-rounder for the next one-day international World Cup. That's what. Okay, yeah, I think so. I think we, yeah. I mean, high hopes for Athanaze. I don't disagree with that. A lot of high hopes for him. I think he, you know, they wouldn't fast track him this early. I mean, obviously, it's easy to get in the West Indies team when a lot of players aren't performing as the way they should, or they're off to other cricket, like other franchise cricket. And speaking about franchise cricket, as many of you would have seen, Cricket West Indies decided, rightfully so, to give Shamar Joseph one of those international retainer. So hopefully that means that he now gets some kind of a support and salary, and also think in a way in which he can balance the type of cricket that he will now will be playing in a not too distant future, because at this moment he's the hottest commodity around and everybody wants a piece of him. And the important thing for Shamar Joseph in particular is to make sure that his development continues and that he doesn't exert himself that to the extent that will make him hurt, because you want to prevent injury, but also fast bowling, as most of you know, is a hard thing to do, and it's something that requires your body to be in tip-top shape, and you don't want to overwork anybody, especially your fast bowlers. And so it's crucial that he's allowed to go and make some money and set up himself and his family. And obviously the money that the West Indies will be paying as well will also be of good support, and I'm glad to see that. But I hope that he becomes circumspect in terms of the cricket he decides to play here on, and he gets good advice. But that's the first step there in making sure that we can control some of his things. Yeah. I want to thank you again for joining. Don't forget to subscribe. The best way to support this channel is just to subscribe, like the video as well. It makes other people know that we're live, but subscribing is the most important thing. Let me get to some more of your comments here. If we can make it competitive, it would be okay, even if we lose. The The one-sided beatdown is what I don't want to see. I think that spot on. That's an analysis that I can agree with. I think I don't want this to be a situation where hope has to save us, right? I think we want to get off to a good start. You want to give it, you want to make it competitive. It's also interesting. You see, I don't know if you guys are seeing the lineup there in terms of the anthems that are being played, but the Australians are a bit far apart as well because one of their players had tested positive for COVID, and trying to forget who. Yeah, uh, Josh English rather tested positive for COVID, and according to cricket Australia rules, he's allowed to play, but he has to use a separate dressing room, and when he's on the field, he has to stay a distance. So, as you can see, he's wearing, I think, the number 48, and when the anthems were playing, he was a way off from the rest of his compatriots. So, yeah. So yeah, no one side beat down for sure, and we will be in good position, making it competitive. Imran again saying this is a tough game for Hope. He should show West Indies what he consists of away from home. Yeah, I mean Hope has been really. It's hard to criticize Shai Hope in recent years. You also think that if the West Indies one day setup was even much better, and then also you have to give him congratulations for winning the series, the last series. So he's coming off of a series win. So we can't be down on him. He's coming to a tough place, but he's been playing the way you expect him to play. I mean, you need support as well. You need other players, and you don't want him to be the one to be taking you out of a crisis. So if the guys can set it up well and he can bat, but we know he can switch it up as well, right? So he's not only there for anchoring. He can pile on the runs when needed. So I think his versatility over the shorter formats of the game has been important, and I think maybe T20 cricket has impacted that in some good ways, which is not something that I probably would have said before. Yeah. Let's see. The three toughest Australian batsmen we have together is Steve Smith, Travis Head. Yeah, I mean, you got to get rid of those guys. You got to get rid of Cam Green. It's important. No, I even think you don't want to write off Amarnas Labuschagne as well, right? I mean, maybe he doesn't play as well as you expect him to play given his level of talent, or when you compare it to a Test cricket, but they're out there, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. It sucks we are not being the Champions Trophy next year. Yeah, that's how. Let's not start off with all of the disappointment, Imran. There's a lot of things to be disappointed about. We've been out of all of these. When you make it to the last World Cup, it's a problem. We have to fix this. We have to fix this for our own good, but also for the good of cricket. We see what happens when West Indies play. It excites a lot of people. It's an important thing. So as Morris takes the ball to get his one day career off, we'll see. To get, yeah, he's a really good bowler, I think, but he has I don't know. I haven't really seen him before. I've seen him maybe once or twice, but as he gets this game off, let's hit that like button. Let's go West Indies. Let's see what West Indies will be able to do. Yeah, because you really want to see what happens here. So Alec Athanaze and Greaves. Athanaze will face the first ball, and let's get the ODI off. It's really empty at Melbourne ground, but let's see if they can make good use of it. So Morris goes in. Oh, that's a lovely ball already. Yeah. It's not. He's like taking a shot for an LBW, but that's not even close. Yeah. That's a good ball. I mean, that's probably on height there. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. Let me know where you're joining me from. Let me know if you're watching it. I suspect if you're in the Caribbean, you're watching it on local television there. I know Imran is from, I know Imran is joining me from Trinidad. I think Jeff is in Silicon Valley, if my memory serves me correctly. And West Indies are off the mark. That's 4 runs there for Alec Athenaeus, just like cleaning it off. Yeah, off the pads right there, pretty much. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He gets it off of the leg side of it, leg stump and everything, and pretty good. So you're predicting we're gonna score what, 220? I actually don't know what's par score today. It's a good question. I think I want to see some good running between the wickets too. I think that's really important. Do you think we're going to beat South Africa at home in May? Don't know. I mean, it depends. That's also not easy, right? If Rabada is on form, there's some courts. There's a bunch of good guys they have to. I think South Africa has a lot of talent as well. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you got me on everything. I did see that. I mean, I knew that was coming too. I mean, uh, from a good while ago. So yeah, look, it's. I don't know what to say about it except that you have to fix. That's a very lovely ball there, but going down the left side, it seems. Uh, Morris is bowling some good stuff here so far. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, if you're talking about the State Department warning, look, their sole purpose is the concern of American citizens, and if you want to not be on lists like that, then you need to improve your crime situation. That's all I'll say for now, and I'll go back to talking about cricket. I want to thank everybody for joining me. Don't forget to give me your score predictions. What you think West Indies will make on this first innings here. Let me know. Best way to support me is to just subscribe. I mean, you could do other things too. You could tell a friend. You could share the video, but subscribing is all I ask for. We're trying to build a good community here, and I will do a lot of lives when it comes to cricket, other videos. This weekend, I'll do a little track and field thing for all my track and field folks who have been missing out on that as well. Yeah. Let's see what Mindset has to say here. Our boys needs to believe in their abilities and back themselves. Make no sense you play if you don't tell yourself you have a chance. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I always think that sports people, the ones I've talked to before, former professional athletes, or just reading things across disciplines, uh, they often have a like they have to win, right? They don't. I don't think they go in there thinking they're not capable of winning. I mean, obviously, reality sets in at some point, right? But in order for them to stay motivated, they have to think that they have a chance here, right? Yeah, yeah. Want to see this Bartlett guy as well. Yeah, see what he's capable of. Yeah. I actually don't know him. Ooh, that's such a lovely ball there. Very good movement a little bit there. Yeah. Very nice ball from Bartlett there. Yeah. It's like going away from the right-handed batsman there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I don't know this Bartlett guy much, but I've heard that he can get it up, you know. Oh, that's a little bit mix up there. Could have been a run out. Yeah. Oh my God. I mean, the kind of pace that that Bartlett is doing here is really an interesting thing. Yeah, he's pitching up this ball really nicely. Oh my God, that's such a lovely ball. Pitches up, takes off the top of the. Oh, Bartlett right away off the go. Such a lovely ball there. Pitches it up nicely, and Justin Graves is gone. And you're absolutely right, Imran. He shouldn't. I mean, batsman doesn't even know what's going on. Oh, it takes off the top of the off stump there. Yeah, it's almost as if he was watching Shamar Joseph. Yeah, yeah. Dean the Dream is like, what a joke. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I that's a very good ball though. Yeah, very good ball. Top of off there, taken off. I mean, I don't know how fast it was. Like, I haven't seen the thing. Oh, it's a good moving. It's like he thinks it's going a little bit down and then it comes back up and takes off the top. It's a lovely, lovely ball there. Yeah. Weston is in early problems here, a big setback. You would hope that the openers could have started off well. That's not the case so far. And six for one. And it's a problem already. Yeah. The two Dominicans are in the middle now. Yeah. Mindset still thinks that we'll get 230, 240. I'm hoping for 300. I think you may need 300 on a pitch like this. Yeah. 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 Let's see what this Casey Carty guy can do. I mean, high hopes for Casey Carty. Yeah. High hopes. It is. It was true set you free. Good to have you on the channel. No, it was an excellent delivery. I mean, I don't think he had him squared up in a sense, right? He it just came back and took off the top of the off stump there. Yeah. Lovely ball. This Bartlett guy is something. Yeah. Really something. There's a lot of high hopes for him. So I like that though. I mean, I think if you're O'Shane Thomas, you might think that this is a wicket for yourself, right? Oh, lucky. That looked like it took the edge, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think he was forcing him to drive. I'm not quite sure. Let me see it again. It could have. I may have not seen it well. Nah, that came off. That could be. That could have gone anywhere. Yeah, his outside edge didn't really see it as clear. He didn't hit it as cleanly as he wants. Yeah. 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 See, you need basketball attitude. Oh, that's a good ball. He's asking for the LBW. I wonder if they'll go for it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's moving around. Let's see. Yeah, maybe he hit it. Yeah. Let's see it again. Oh, whew, that Bartlett guy. He set him up, He really set him up. Got one there, and then one came up. Yeah. It's just like takes it off. That's some lovely, lovely bowling by Bartlett. Very, very lovely bowling. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. He's coming. I don't even know how fast that was when he took that wicket. That's a lovely ball there. He didn't even understand what happened. Yeah. Let's see. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. The wicket will get dry and difficult to play on later. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. Prediction for the Englands. I want to watch some of that too. I mean, oh, that's a lovely shot there by Carty, but didn't time it enough. So, but gets 2 runs comfortably, I think. Good question, Imran. I would have said at the start of the tour that I had India ahead by far. That's what I thought, even with Virat Kohli taking a break. But now you have to wonder, right? I think it's switched somewhat now. I mean, that performance from the English to kind of transform the cricket in some ways, because they were struggling. I mean, England was struggling early in that Test match. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it should be interesting. I mean, it should be interesting. I don't know if if they're making any changes to the team or anything like that. I haven't looked at anything yet. But that should be a good game. I mean, Test cricket is really cool, right? I mean, these guys are two of the best nations to play it right now. So yeah. Let's see. Truth set you free saying, what is he saying? 250 on this wicket would be trouble for Australia. Interesting. Could be, yeah. Oh, that's a lovely shot. That's an interesting shot. All the way for six there by Casey Carty. Dispatching that in with some disdain. I mean, like, why is he taking that shot? That's really spectacular shot there. Yeah, yeah. That looks like video game, like video game. I mean, he just gets it and switches it and takes it out. Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Yeah, 6 runs. Yeah. I mean, it's like coming up on his shoulder, and he just like, you know, it's almost like a Brian Lara shot instead of on the ground all the way in for six. Yeah. These guys need to kind of turn the scoring over for sure. I want to see a lot more running in between the wickets. I think that's one of the markers for me for moving forward for this West Indies team is how do you get them to consistently do that? I've seen some of that. Like tomorrow morning, are you guys getting up? Speaking of cricket, uh, we play Australia tomorrow in the Under 19 World Cup. What's your thoughts on that? I think the West Indies Under 19 team has been playing fairly well. Some good cricket. Last match was what, Sri Lanka we won. Yeah. And you getting a mix of players actually contributing as well. So you get to see the next generation of players. Yeah, I don't know what the English are doing. Okay, yeah. So I think the English, just for a quick side note on this, is uh, I don't know if there's any changes there in any of these teams. Sharma is still there, Jaiswan, Shudman Gill, but yeah, I'll take a look at that at some point. But that should be an interesting match there. We'll have it going on the side. Yeah, Imran is confident that we're going to beat Australia. We're going to beat Australia tomorrow. Sorry, Australia fans. We need to knock you guys out of the World Cup. Yeah. No, it is. I mean, that would go a long way in getting the West Indies under 19 team towards the semifinal. I think there's something about that team I like. I think they're gutsy. Uh, there's some good guys there. The Edward guys who are not related, I think, and uh, what's that guy? Jewel. Uh, Names are slipping me right now. Pascal, I like him as well. So I think, and then that Jamaican kid that came in. Is this a Jamaican kid that came in the last game? Yeah, Sealy. Yeah, Nathan Sealy too. Yeah, I, performing as well. So I think there is something to be said about the youngsters there, and hopefully they're coming. Oh, that's a good ball there. That's too high, I think. Yeah, Bartlett guy could be trouble. This Bartlett guy could be trouble. I like him. Yeah. Thanks everybody for joining me. I know people are coming in and out. Some people might be coming and thinking that I'm streaming the cricket. I can't do that. That's a copyright violation. But I definitely would love to talk about the cricket. Yeah, that's going down. I think that's probably going down leg side too. Uh, yeah. Yeah, but I'm happy that you guys are here. I'm happy that you're supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. Happy that people are subscribing, and I'm happy to be around as long as I can tonight. And I won't stay very long, as you know, because it's late. It's what, minutes to 12 there in the Eastern Caribbean, and I'm in Eastern Standard Time here in the States, and it's minutes to 11. Yeah. What about it do you like? I think he's a Athens there. I think he has to be careful. He could get an inside edge really quickly. I mean, he's not. I think maybe his foot movement needs to improve. Something about the young Dominican, I like the way he. But I think he's a cool. I think there's a lot of talent there. Yeah, a lot of talent. Yeah. Lots of talent. It's just about can we. Let's see. It's a good feeling there by from Abbott. I think that is. Yeah. Yeah. I was just trying to check something really quickly on the thing. Let's see. I got some more comments here. Don't you get your comments in? I appreciate everybody getting their comments in because I put them up as long as they're clean. I think that's the correct approach by Carty. Go for shots, tentative prodding. We will just end up getting out eventually without anything on the board. No, that's true. I think one of the challenges is that you can't sit there, right? And that's why you have to find ways. If you can't, I still don't understand why West Indies don't turn over the strike much more often than they currently do. And I know they're improving on that. I know that's something that they're trying to work on, but I honestly don't think they they do it particularly well, right? There are some players who currently do it, and obviously it's something you have to train from the under 19s, under 15 cricket all the way up. Oh, gone, gone, gone. Athanaze is gone. A brilliant ball from Bartlett. He's forcing you to drive. He did it to him earlier. And West Indies are in trouble, I would say, at 17 for 2. That's some really good bowling there from Bartlett. That's really good bowling. He's like setting him up. He's driving on his foot. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me, but I think he needs to move the feet better. This kid was probably watching Shamar Joseph and like, you just wait till I get my chance. Athanaze is gone. I'm a bit disappointed in this part here. I'm a bit disappointed here. Yeah. Uh Dean the Dream. West Indies won't make 125. Dean the Dream, you're being a little bit pessimistic here, but that is a lovely ball. It's like going away, forcing you to drive. You probably should have left that alone, or with better foot movement, maybe you could have hit that better. Yeah, Athena's got to go back and reflect on this. But I like this Bartlett guy. I mean, can I get the data on how fast he's bowling? Because I'm not seeing it on the television here. Shai Hope, the man. What is he? Top 10 in the ODI rankings. Right away, bat and ball, no run for Shai Hope. Yeah. I want to see how fast he's bowling these things. Gotta get the. Where is Bartlett here? Because he's bowling really good, but I'm not getting any. How many kilometers? Oh, that's such a lovely ball again by Morris. Yeah. The Australians are finding their spot there. Morris and Bartlett opening up. You would think it's Mitch Stark or Josh Hazelwood. Those guys would be proud. I'm sure they're proud watching this. Some good bowling on display here. West Indies just got to figure out a way to ride this moment here. They have to try and ride this out. They can't sit back, obviously, and make the run and go too slow, but they have to be positive with this. Yeah. Let's see what mindset is saying here. Cut that up. Yeah, I'm having some difficulty getting things on screen really fast. They're not committing to the shots. You can't be in two minds. It's either attack or defense. Can't be in between. Good point. Good point. Yeah, 2 for 17. That's not what you wanted. I think if you're Australia, you certainly are taking this because you put these guys into bat. So, oof. Yeah. Casey Carty is what now? 26 now. So he's not young, but he's very inexperienced. Uh, yeah, but he's had what? Almost 20 ODIs by now or something like that. So, yeah. Yeah. Jeff is like, let's survive the 50 overs. Yeah, I would like that. I really like that. Yeah. But I think we have to do more than that. I think this rebuild right now. I think Hope will come in. I don't think he will be bothered. He'll get his way into it. But they gotta try to run through. They gotta make runs. You have to turn this over and try to find a way to score. Put some pressure on the Aussies as well because the feeling is good. We're not making any runs. It's like it's a maiden over. Like this is not what you want. Yeah, it's 100. It's like 130 kms. It looks like when he got the wicket ball. Was it? Yeah, I'm wondering what like the likes of I don't know what the likes of our Shane Thomas will be looking at this thinking, right? What can he do? That's a good ball. I mean, Shai Hope had to get that. Otherwise, that's a LBW right there. Yeah. Yeah. So we're in the sixth over right now. Weston is 2 for 17, and this is all Australia so far. All Australia. Oof. Yeah. I like this Bartlett guy. This Bartlett guy is something special, yeah. I think this is a whoever creating these pitches is this pitch. I think Australia is doing a good job because the ball is coming up, it's moving a little bit, not a lot. So two slips there. It looks like. Ooh. Well, Hope is off the mark right here. Yeah, very good shot. He's gonna get 3 runs here. You should get 3 runs here. Weston is comfortably getting 3, and the captain is off the mark. Yeah, good shot there. You give up if you give Shai Hope that all day he's gonna dispatch you. Well, I hope this is Hope to the rescue. I think we need him to be around and score big. I think a partnership. They need to build a nice partnership with Carty. I think Carty can get on the attack. He's not fully settled. He's faced 15 balls. He's there. Let's see what can happen. Let's get some runs going. Rebuild the innings right now, and then we'll see what happens in the end. We should have some guys that can. We bat deep enough, so the important thing is not to give away the wickets. That's a lovely ball by Bartlett. Lovely ball. Yeah. Lovely ball. Yeah, 2 for 20 right now. Yeah, I really think if we can rebuild the innings here, then there's something to work with. Something to work with. Yeah. Right now the run rate is really poor. 3.3. That's not something that you want in one-day cricket for sure. But we've lost 2 early wickets, Alec Athanaze and Justin Graves, and yeah. But you have Hodge next. You have Ruston Chase, Romario Shepherd, who can bat for sure. But you want to get these guys there: Matthew Ford, Hayden Walsh, Gudakesh Moti, and O'Shane Thomas. Even Moti can throw the bat around a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know how much we'll get here, but it's not good so far. But credit to Australia, credit to Bartlett. Fantastic bowling from him. Yeah. So a lot of traveling around for the West Indies in Australia as well. Whew, that got him up. Abbott got him 6s and 7s there. That could have hit anything. That's a lovely, lovely ball right there. Let's see. Oof, that comes in. I mean, if it wasn't so high, that could have took off the entire middle stump if it was lower. That's a lovely ball. Aussie boys are bowling well. Yeah. It's good. Yeah. So yeah, West Indies are actually moving around a lot on this tour, which is really interesting, right? So they're flying around a lot. They're in Melbourne now. I think where's the next match? I think they move around again. I think they will end up in Adelaide again at some point. By the time you get to the T20s. Yeah. Yeah, so after this they go to the capital of Australia, which is in Canberra. No, actually they go Sydney next, I think. Then they go final ODI in Canberra. Then they go to Hobart for the first T20, then Adelaide. Then they end at the Wacker in Perth. That's a good shot right there from Shai Hope. Should get 2 comfortably here. Yeah. Yeah, you got to find a way to score. You got to find a way. There has to be some intent to score. And if you don't do that, then you're going to put yourself in further bind. So 4 runs so far off that over. And Weston is 22 for 4. 1 ball remaining. Yeah. Still not a lot of people inside the Melbourne cricket ground. It's a very, very, very good shot by Shai Hope. That's a lovely shot, a captain's shot, a Shai Hope special. 4 runs. You get 8 runs off the over. This is looking much more better. 28 for 2. Yeah. If Hope gets in, if Carty can stick around with him, we could make some runs, right? We have the idea of rebuilding the innings. It's a lovely shot there by Hope, like splitting these players. Yeah. Yeah, Shai Hope, the main man. If the Aussies get him out, they'll be chuffed, thinking that things are in good shape. Yeah. Ah, Dettol is advertising. I remember growing up in the Caribbean, everybody had a Dettol bottle. I didn't even know it was still a thing. Maybe they want to sponsor this. Ones and twos will keep things moving, then the odd boundary here and there. Exactly. You have to turn it over. That's a good run there from Casey Carty. You have to move things over because when you look at what happens in world cricket, a lot of times I think because West Indies have big hitters, and I think we historically we rely too much on that. But oftentimes I'm like, if you can manage to make all of that runs by giving up so much dot balls, then imagine if you're not doing that, you can make even a lot more. So it's important to always limit the dot balls. You have to figure out how to do this. Yeah, that's good there. There's a good feeling there. By I think that looked like English. I can't see for sure, but the kind of form Shea Hope has been in for these last how many years, I don't really think he'd be worried. What I want him to do is just to be himself, obviously, in his own batting. He has to focus on that. But also, it's this kind of leadership and guidance of the younger ones, right? So, him and Casey Carty can just rebuild the innings right now. And then, if they can make a couple big ones, then West Indies will be in decent position. You want to give the bowlers an opportunity to defend something. But I like what I'm seeing so far from Bartlett and Abbott to a lesser extent. I think if you hit the ball in the right places, it might be able to move if you have a little bit of an extra pace, which I want to see what Matthew Ford can do there and O'Shane Thomas. If you can be accurate, hit the ball in the right areas, you could you if the wind is give you something to work with, you could do something. Shai Hope basically batting almost outside of his crease here, so good cricketer. Good running there. That's it. That's it. You got to do that. Get the runs going. Yeah. Currently, the run rate is 3.88. You got to get it back up. Rebuild the innings. Only 3 runs off of this. A little bit disappointing. But Hope, I think, will retain the strike. I think. Yeah. We need Hope or one of the other batters to bat at least 30 overs. Yeah, certainly. I actually need what I'm asking for here is let's get me a 50 partnership between KC Carty and Shai Hope. Then we can probably push it to a 75, get it to 100. By then they're super settled, and you can start making some good shots, getting much more expansive. That's what I want to see. India chose to bat their 9 runs right now. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens here. Australia probably searching for another wicket. Some point they're probably gonna do a bowling change here. 3 dot balls to start the over. It's a lovely ball, lovely ball. Yeah, that's what you need here. They should rebuild it, and even if it's not high scoring, just try to get runs going. Right, the dot balls is a killer, you know. And if you lose wickets, then there's no amount of big hitting that can help you. The boundaries in Australia are a little bit bigger than normal. Oof, yeah. There's nothing here. You have to be much. I think there's some. Yeah, it's made over stuff is not good. That's a better shot there by Carty. Gets one, just one from the over. Not good enough. But let's try to rebuild. Hope is 12 off 13, and Casey Carty is 14 off, what, 25 or so. So he's been there longer. He's the settled batsman now. Yeah, you got to get on top of things. So one of the things that the West Indies cricketers need to do as they improve and go forward is how quickly can you adjust, right? You got to get back into adjusting, dictating things. You can't have the bowlers having all their way. And one way is to just try to run between the wickets and get some runs. I know it's easier said than done, but that's what a lot of nations do. That's what a lot of great, good batters do. If the boundaries aren't coming, you have to get the runs. It's a good stop there by Cam Green. They could have sneaked a still single there, but yeah, that was perfect. They should have reviewed that. Well, it's hard. When I saw it too, like it looked like it was going high. All right, you get 4 runs there, or very close to 4 runs. Yeah, 4 runs of leg buys. We'll take the leg buys as long as the runs keep coming. We need runs. 37 for two into the 10th over. Bartlett running in again. These Aussie guys are just like full of all sort of talented cricketers. Obviously, the population is bigger. Their talent development is much more robust than in the Caribbean. They have really good first class cricket conditions. They have a lot of money. Everything works out for them. But that's the thing, you know. If you can develop a lot more players, and I think one of the things that the West Indies have to respond to is to develop a lot more young cricketers. Because the more you do that, the more top quality players you have, the easier it is to rotate players in and out, the less reliance on players to play all the time. And then if a player or two decides to go elsewhere and ply their trade, the drop off isn't as big, right? When they step out for a while. Gone, edge gone. That is just not good. Hope the captain is gone. And that is a lovely ball from Bartlett, forcing it. The ball just moves away. It comes in and moves away. He's driving. He's thinking he's going to get a big shot there. It touches the edge, finds its way into the slip cordon, and Hope is gone. Not good, not good. Yeah, what the hell? I mean, Shai Hope was swinging for life there. I think he thought that was it was a lovely ball by Bartlett. I mean, I hope the bowlers are watching this because he's setting it up really nice. It comes in, goes way out. You touch it, it flies into the slips, and Short takes the catch. Yeah, like it looks like it's gonna come in, and it's just like I don't know if he look. I guess he thought it. He read the line wrong or something like that. But as the batsman, yeah, it's just not. It's a poor shot in the end. He shouldn't have done that. Yeah, yeah. Bartlett is on his way. I mean, comes in 3 wickets. Could have been a fourth, I guess, because he didn't review that one. And Weston's in deep trouble right now. Deep trouble. Ball is like going this way, goes out, nicks off, and Short is like pop. God. I mean, Bartlett is having the time of his life here. One day cricket is easy for him right now. Yeah, Weston's in trouble. 37, 3 down, and particularly have lost the captain who has been the talisman for these past years, the outstanding batsman for West Indies in ODI. And so we're in deep trouble. Carty is still at the wicket, and Hodge, of course, played a crucial role in the rebuild in the second Test match. So maybe he can channel some of that along with Carty and see what can be done because we're getting exposed. Next up would be Rustin Chase, and after that, we're looking at Aramari Shepherd, who can bat on his day. But you want him to be coming in more like of a closer and not having to build an innings. Oh, that's an inside edge there. Could have taken off the wicket there. Gets a run. Unfortunate. Well, fortunate for the West Indies, I guess. Unfortunate for Abbott and the Australians. Yeah. Yeah, this is some real tough spot for the West Indies here. They have to find a way to not lose any more wickets at the same time try to get a score going. Yeah. Yeah, most important thing is to just consolidate now. Yeah, because if Australia picks up another wicket or two in the next 5 or so overs, then you're in real problems. West Indies can't give away any more wickets. Yeah. Off the mark there for Hodge. Just pushes it. Yeah, that shot by Hope again. And just showing that replay. It's not the shot you want to make. Certainly not the shot you want to make when you're the captain, and not the shot you want to make when the West Indies are struggling. Excuse me, when the West Indies are struggling. Good run there. Good run. Good run. Good run. Good run. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining me. I really appreciate you. Best way to support me on the channel is just to subscribe. That way you know when I'm coming. And if you want to do an extra step, you hit the notification bell, because it tells you when I come live and when I drop videos and so on. Oh, good stop there. Good stop by Marnus. Marnus is such a tremendous fielder. Yeah. Needs some runs from Hodge too, but he has to build that. It's a good short ball there by Abbott. Comfortably ducked out by Hodge. Yeah, so 3 for 40. I mean, look at those figures for Bartlett. 3 wickets for only 8 runs so far. And he's having a long spell here. Yeah. I guess the Australians smell an opening. And they're certainly right. They're definitely right for this. Whew. Whew. I mean, that's a lovely ball again by Bartlett. It's just like swinging away a little bit at the end. Looks like some more people in the ground, at least on the bottom part of the MCG. Oh, the same ball. He's setting up He's setting up Casey Carty. He's setting him up. Those are 2 balls there as he's driving. No, he's gonna get nicked off at this rate. Or maybe now is the time to get it back and just try for the LBW or so. Let it to come back in now. This is a brilliant spell by Bartlett, just for the record. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. That's a lovely lovely bowling spell so far by Bartlett. Yeah. That's better. But that's a lovely over so far. He's getting the batsman to drive. 4 dot balls, 2 balls left in the over, and the West Indies are in deep trouble. They need to see this Bartlett off guy, but I guess Steve Smith is doing the right thing. He's very much putting these batsmen under pressure. So why not keep going? Yeah, just a little bit strain down on the leg side there, and an easy run. Yeah, this guy's good. I mean, it's the great thing about cricket, right? If you're a fast bowler, you want the batsman to be one, don't know if they should go forward or backward. That's always one thing. But if you get them to always be driving, invariably you're gonna get an edge if you can hit it in the right areas. And that's what Bartlett has been doing. It's just a lovely spell. I don't know if they're gonna give him a rest now, but he's had the West Indies batsmen, well, a bunch of them back in the dressing room, and he's certainly creating a lot of pressure on the ones that are here right now. Yeah, we're just about what, an hour into the getting close. Is it an hour? What time the test match? What time the ODI started? 10:30 my time. Yeah. So yeah. Well, guys, I hope you're enjoying the cricket. Well, it's if you're a West Indies fan, it's tough. If you objectively look at it, obviously we've seen some special fast bowling so far. Morris is coming in here. Oh, that's such a lovely ball there. That could have touched anything there. That could have took the wicket off. It could have just touched the edge. Yeah, the Aussies are on fire tonight. Yeah. Mm. Oof. It's very good. I mean, Carty has faced 30 something balls for only 18 runs. Gotta start getting some runs. That's probably just a quick single. Don't go for the second, just a single. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm happy that you guys are here with me. Thank you for joining me as we do a little watch along. I will be at some point taking off because you have to go to bed and also have to wake up. I'll probably watch it while I'm in bed too, but that's a different story. But yeah, Lance Morris also looks good. His first ball of this over was a really fantastic delivery. Oh, that's a lovely strike there. Lovely strike. Straight back behind the bowler right there. It's the best type of strike you can take. And that's 4 runs for Carty, and that's what you want. Yeah, he's the batsman that's been out there. He has to start getting some runs, and the most important thing is to, get some runs, run between the wickets. When you get a ball like that, you hit it back behind the bowler. That's a lovely straight shot right there. Oof. Morris comes back with a really good delivery there. He sent some frustration too by Carty. Maybe I don't know. That's what's my thinking on it. Maybe he's saying I've been at the crease for long enough. I should be able to be adapting to this. But some good balls are coming. Two slips here. Morris comes in. Carty finds the gap, and he gets a single. And that's 6 runs already off the over. Yeah. Yeah. Morris is bowling pretty fast too, so What's this like? 141, 143, 142, 141, 141. So he's getting it to move. Short ball there. Ducking out of the way for Hodge. End of the over. West Indies 48 runs for 3. Alec Athanaze out early for 5. Justin Gray's only 1. Captain Shai Hope out for 12 with what he would think is a utterly disappointing shot in the end. And Casey Carty is on 22, and he's joined by Kevin Hodge. So, but the Aussies are on top. No questions about it. And Cam Green is getting a chance to get into the bowling. Yeah. First ball, good run from West Indies here. What are they doing? No, it's only 1. Yeah, trying to force an extra run here. The last thing the West Indies need right now is a run out. Yeah. The last thing they need is to get a run out. Oh, very lucky. If there's another slip there, Hodge would be walking back to the dressing room and probably heading to smash something, but he looks like he's trying to play that for sure, but that was close. If there was I guess he knew there wasn't a slip, but that still looked like it came off the edge. I have to see it again. Yeah. Yeah. There's some good aggression there. You know? Oh, 6 runs already, so 2 more balls left. Yeah, if they can finish it strong, that would be good. It's good. 1 more ball for the end of the over. End of the over. And 3 for 55. Carty 25. Hodge 8. And Carty has to think that it must be his responsibility to help move this innings forward. He has to be thinking, what can he do to get the next 25 runs? Probably in much quicker time than he got the first 25. Hodge needs to be careful, but build on this. Yeah. So Morris has the ball in his hands again, and he's about to bowl to Casey Carty. Thanks everybody for joining me. Really appreciate you just hanging around while I watch cricket. Haven't gotten any comments, but it's probably getting late now. Easy shot right there to get a single. And that's what you need. You need to start turning over the runs, you know. But I do hope that the West Indies can recover from this and make sure that they put themselves in a position to have some wickets in hand at the end. That's a lovely ball by Morris again. The ball is doing some interesting things off the pitch there, I think, because it doesn't seem as if the players are even settled in my estimation. You think about the likes of Casey Carty, you know, he's been at the wicket at the crease for a while. I mean, yeah. That is a lovely shot all the way back. A good cut off there. Yeah, no timing on that, but I mean, get it behind the bowler. That secures that you get a couple runs, you know. So current run rate is about 4. I suspect they're like 3 runs or so short of what they require. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta say though, the grounds there in Australia looks fabulous. The grass looks pristine. The wicket. I mean, this is a cathedral for cricket. For cricket. 2 balls left in the over. Morris still has only 3 runs coming off. West Indies have to figure out a way to get at least a couple more runs before the over is completed. It's a single there. Good running. That's good running. Really good running. Hodge is used to rebuilding innings from the last test match, so let's see what can happen here. Yeah. All right, that's a very good stop there by Marnus, it looks like. End of the over, 23-run partnership. Hodge on 11 off 16, Casey Carty 26 off 41. So the West Indies are, you know, just barely turning over at the moment. But I suspect the most important thing is not to lose a wicket. It's going to be lots of time left in the match. 15 overs. The importance of figuring out a way to get runs is always what you want to do while you're trying to rebuild the innings. These two here have to stick around and see how best they can help the West Indies rebuild this innings. And then on a personal note, Carty needs to get to a half century. I think the same for Hodge. A lot of things are on the line here. Careers are on the line in terms of building these careers. Can they find a way to make sure that when you get your chance, you don't give it away? And also, for you think about likes of a Carty, a lot has been on him to stand and deliver because he is a very talented person. Yeah. Oh, he's gone. All that talk And we just giving it away. Here am I, I guess it's the watch along curse. I'm like, Hodge knows how to rebuild an innings, and immediately he goes. He tries to get it over, doesn't even reach the 30-yard circle. And it's really easy catch there. And the West Indies are in further trouble. 59 for 4. Kavim Mahaj gone for 11. And on that note, I think I'm going to go, guys. I really appreciate you. The best way to support the channel is to subscribe, hit the like button. I will be back again. Hopefully, I'll be back tomorrow at some point, time permitting, to do a recap of this. Hopefully, we're not in a situation where we're really upset. But at this moment, the West Indies are struggling at 59 for 4. I'll be back for the second match as well, as best as I can. I'll be doing some other stuff on the channel, some other lives. You guys take care. It's been good to hang out for this hour and a half. And let's hope the West Indies can find a way to put up a reasonable target that will allow the bowlers to have something to work with. I'll see you, as always, rally around the West Indies, and thank you for joining me.